What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode and edition of the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast right here, coming to you live from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru Studio, a.k.a. Chop Studios in Matawan, New Jersey. Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne in the Payne corner over there, and missing once again in action is one Tommy Tequila. One can say he's the black definitely running from the grind.
I like the black flag that we have in memory of him on the couch.
I think we should do a check on him.
I see what you did there. Payne. And he's probably watching this like, I hate my life. Anyway,
I don't want to be there
besides the
anymore.
fact that we are broadcasting live from this luxurious studio in Matawan, we also want to give a shout out to our friends over at Luchadors who are helping us out with the War on the Shore 2. Please go stop by their little Tex-Mex hut that they got going on. What is that, Manhattan? Is it what?
It's absolutely Manhattan.
Manhattan. Okay, I was clarifying. That's all.
South Street Seaport.
South Street. And there will be no boats crashing into the Brooklyn bridges or anything like that.
That's the opposite
That's the opposite side of the world. Luchadors is helping us out. Also, Arthur Cantina Wine and Spirits in the Bronx. Speaking of the Bronx.
Nailed it.
How's your Mets doing over there, Paney? How's your Mets? How's Juan Soto? How's he doing over there? Yeah, he ain't doing shit.
We'll go off script just for 1 second.
Okay.
I was never happy with the Juan Soto signing.
Really?
Because I always thought that Pete Alonso was a better fielder than him, and they were giving him peanuts. But yeah, we're going to give this guy the world, and now he's batting .220.
Yeah, but Pete Alonso's a first baseman.
Pete Alonso hits 50 home runs a year. Go ahead.
Pete Alonso also, actually, wait, hold on. The ball he just threw at home plate just landed because he airmailed that shit the other night.
He
Anyway.
hit Dan Patrick's.
He stinks.
He Keith Olbermann's.
Keith Olbermann? Jesus Christ.
There's a line. Remember the TV show Psych on USA?
You love that show. I
love that show.
I suck it.
He goes, he had the yips. He hit Keith Olbermann's mother in the stands with a ball.
Right. So I never watched it. Anyway, go Yankees. And of course, our friends over at Savvy Seats. If you enter Fight Factory 10 at checkout, you'll get $10 off your purchase. If you try to do it for the Eastern Conference Finals of my beloved New York Knicks, you'll get $10 off a $2,000 ticket. So you'll only pay $1,990. So that's cool. I cannot believe the prices of this shit. Now I can't go. So now I have to go to the bar and I have to go drink and all this other shit. So I'm going to do that.
It's just the owner of the Knicks and the Rangers. Like, he just outprices every real fan constantly.
You know what it is? I am Dolan. I am a fan.
He actually did a really cool thing the other night. Go ahead.
I'm just a fan of all my teams have such prestige, rich billionaire owners. I've noticed this. Like the Steinbrenners, Jerry Jones, and the Dolan. You know, like the Dolan family. So like all my teams are owned by yups. What was your story
James
about?
Dolan gave the
James
game
Dolan.
ball.
Did I say that? Yeah.
Jimmy Dolan, whatever the fuck.
Jimmy.
He gave the game ball used to a kid that was waiting for autographs.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is actually very cool.
I'm
so Tommy
convinced-
Tequila, we're going to need that ball back.
I'm convinced it was a player's son, but he still gave it to a kid.
Whatever the case may be. Hey, do me a favor. Let Charles Oakley back in the building. That'd be great,
Dude,
too.
honestly, if they'd be simpatico. If they, I've been saying that the whole series. Like, let Charles Oakley in the building. Let the greatness be present.
I mean, the greatness is there, except Charles Oakley. But anyway, this is a wrestling podcast. I don't know if you guys know.
For the greater good.
I know. Our friends over at Superbird Tequila sponsoring big time down at the War on the Shore 2. They are taking care of a lot of business for us over there. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to our friend Blaine.
We got to check on that too, I think.
Shout out to our friend Blaine, of course, our head of security.
We're checking on that? Are we checking on that?
I think so.
We're checking on that.
Oh, it's a lot of checks.
Just put a check in there.
Head of security, Blaine, has also helped us out in vendoring, for this said event. I do want to say, over the last weekend when I went up to Poughkeepsie, New York for ACW. Once again, you guys saw the photos. They crushed it again. They absolutely delivered in every way you could possibly deliver.
You know me and my setups. I love this setup.
I mean, dude, the ramp, and this time the ramp went down and it wasn't towards the ring.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence.
I love that slope look.
I do like the slope look, but I kind of think the ramp right to the ring is kind of dope too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like TNA does that or used to do that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The aesthetics, the lighting, the sound, that just everything was incredible.
Well, one of the most memorable moments in wrestling have happened on a stage, a post.
Is that where Taz went through?
Yep.
I thought Taz went through the ring.
Bigelow.
I thought went through the ring, not the ramp.
Well, was it
No, it was the
Bigelow
ring.
went through it?
They
Bigelow.
went through the ring.
Bigelow, one of those two went through the.
I believe it. Yeah,
the,
no.
walkway.
I think it was Taz. I want to say Taz, but he was also involved in the Bigelow thing too. I think
Well,
two
either
moments.
way,
Two moments anyway. Awesome setup. Awesome championship wrestling. Crowned a whole bunch of new champions. One of them being the real one, formerly known as Enzo Amore. I talked to him earlier. He pitched all his fun ideas for the War on the Shore, so we'll see if we can execute somewhat of it. But we do expect him to have a awesome. What? What the hell was that? What is that? It's a pen.
What are we in 3D now?
I missed the joke. Maybe we can
Take the pen.
Got it. Yeah, right. You write the show. No. Listen, all of his ideas are
they're really good.
They're amazing. It's just that we're not millionaires.
Impossible.
Right. And I don't feel like going to shipping anybody over here from Mexico. But anyway, we'll talk about it as we go.
Even though he
would
fits
fit
in
in
the
a basket.
carry-on.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he would fit in a basket.
Seriously,
Just in case it does happen.
you
let's
can
not
literally
reveal.
put him in a carrier and put him on your chest.
Yeah.
He's like a service dog or
Like
some
Mini
shit.
Me.
Like an infant.
Oh,
No,
my-
remember like Mini Me from Austin Powers.
Yeah. I remember.
He's okay.
Yeah. Which is a throwback to Wayne's World when he said that.
Hello, Scott.
When he said he's okay. That's literally the same
That's
thing
right.
as Wayne's World. So there's a little
But his
tie in there.
ex-girlfriend. She's okay.
She's okay. Hi, Wayne. Hi. Anyway, I do want to also shout out, like I said, the talent itself.
War on the Shore.
Shout out to
Ringside.
Chad. Chad and his ring again delivered. He put up the cage. They got the cage down quick. It was just a really good crew. Chad's always on the
Chad,
money.
I'm gonna get you sanding grit 80.
I did not show Payne the video yet of the newly painted posts that he won't appreciate. I appreciate it because I appreciate good effort, Chad.
It's gonna be like walking into a 1920s fucking school, painted over 38
Such
times.
a dick. It's a Dane Cook joke. He's like, you could paint rust, but it's still rust.
Put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
So I also want to make right. I also want to make
Yeah,
a
but she's
few.
making a lot of money on OnlyFans now.
I know. Oh well.
Fair enough.
Hello.
Tommy, why don't you start an OnlyFans?
I mean, I would pay to find it.
Only leg.
Only.
No, I was thinking about doing that.
My
that-
only leg.
I was thinking about doing that feet finder thing and then just pouring fucking shit on my
Bro,
feet.
you know
for
what?
creepy people.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I love the pain when he says I
It
gotta be
don't
honest.
matter what we look like. We can start an OnlyFans, and some schmuck is gonna give us money for something.
Yeah.
So,
Well, listen, I know plenty of contacts, and I have a studio where they can film stuff. Yeah. Anyway,
just gotta get them old school Italian
gonna get a little
couches
weird
with,
now.
Like, the
speaking of
plastic on
OnlyFans,
it.
Paige McKenzie. No, I'm kidding. Paige is a great hand. I worked with her. She jumped on commentary. Paige McKenzie is going to be coming down to the War on the Shore as well, helping us out. I was actually hooking her up yesterday with the hotels that we might be staying at, just so she can make a trip out of it. She said she hasn't taken a vacation in a couple of years. I too have not taken a vacation
Welcome
in a couple
to
of years.
sunny New Jersey.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I'm not, hey, listen. I know there's not much up where you're from.
The beach traffic is never too heavy.
I know. Yeah, I know you're not used to the Jersey Shore, but it's not a fun time during the summer getting there. So you might want to leave super duper early.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
listen,
surrounded
at
by
least Point
douchebags in
Pleasant's
traffic.
nice. It's like family oriented. It's not like you're going to Sleeside or anything
Yeah,
like
Seaside
that.
sucks.
Sleaze
The
side.
Sleeside is horrible. It's like
You're surrounded by Jersey traffic. You're surrounded by douchebags, and
Yes.
it's not the Jersey people; it's the fucking New Yorkers.
the Bennies go home.
Now the New Yorkers are in
oh,
LBI.
why
Listen.
isn't with the car moving?
Just shout out to Martel's Tiki Bar, who had their first dry run of Tiki Monday yesterday or 2 days ago, and next week Memorial Day. It's officially summer, guys. This is the official kickoff to summer. I know Boomer and Gio are going to be down at the DJs on Friday. So everything's starting to come together. It's the summer now. The sun's shining.
Sure,
It
they
didn't
can-
get
they
dark
can
last
get
night until like 8:30.
Casamigos.
I was like, we're here. It's awesome.
They can
And we
get
are
Casamigos to fucking sponsor them.
55 days away from the War on the Shore. So now every week, guess what? Just by math, I believe we're going to be in another like number. So like next week we'll be at 48.
All right.
I know it's getting
All right.
it's getting nice and tight. But listen, to alleviate some of that, we also have brought on a new member of the team that is going to be joining us down at the shore. Kurt Juszczyk.
What?
Another guy. What do you mean? What? Kurt?
That was not the name on his promo photo.
Because that's his persona, Kurt Adonis. Like that's his like when he's a manager, when he's a ref, but his name is Kurt Juszczyk on Facebook. At least that's what I
Juszczyk.
thought. Juszczyk, like
Great. So we've hired a Russian asset.
or he's related to the fullback on the 49ers. I don't know. Right.
Funding might not be so difficult then.
What? I'm sorry?
Funding might not be so difficult then.
Wow.
No, I got to be honest. If he's Russian to a Czech, I'm fucking loving it because they don't play no games.
Nope.
Dude.
Puts down the
dude, this dude, I've never seen anybody work so hard. And that's a big testament to why. Moff called me down. He texted me, or it was Chernoff who texted me. He texted me. He's like, hey, man, can you come downstairs? Moff has an idea. He wants to run by you. And I was like, I'm only on commentary tonight. What the fuck could you possibly want? So I go down there, and they're sitting at this circular table in catering, and I sit in between them, and I was like, is this an intervention? Like, what do you need? He goes, yeah, Moff, listen, Moff is the guy. He's our champion. He's the guy who cares more about our brand just as much as us, the owners, right? Like, Moff wants everything to be run extremely tight. And what we did on the War on the Shore, the first one, you saw it. We experienced it. We're scrambling. You know, like we really didn't know.
I almost died.
Yeah, he almost died. And me and Payne were all over the place. We couldn't. The time cues were all screwed up. Things were, but it still ran, and it still was an awesome show. And we put on a great show for our first one ever. Then the Staten Island one, I feel like no matter what the crowd was, it was a good rep for us to get like headsets and talking and communicating with you in the booth.
The run of the show was flawless.
Yes, and I think now adding a guy like
just
Kurt,
that Staten Island's a fucking dump.
Kurt is a live producer, and that's funny because I asked Santana that. I told Santana that. I was like, yeah, we ran in Staten Island. He's like, Staten Island's hard, bro. And I was like, yeah, you're telling us. So shout out to Santana, who I believe just announced Puerto Rican Day for House of Glory coming up.
Yep.
Dan
Moff will be there.
Moff is involved in that as
That
well.
kid Tim Han Rivera, the kid that does Subway Mania, he's gonna be there.
Subway
He's the
Mania.
kid-
They just got booked for 90s Con.
Well, he's the
in
kid that I
September.
want to reach out to about coming down for content purposes.
Let's do it. But anyway, can't say enough about Kurt, and that's what Moff wanted to talk to me about. I thought he had something like an idea for his match, and he comes over, he's like, see that guy right there? That guy doesn't stop working. And I was like, okay, what's your point? I'm well aware. He's like, no, you need a kind of guy like this. So when Payne wants to focus on the ring side, and I want to focus on talent and whatever else is going on, and you got the music and whatever, and we're spread thin, Kurt is going to do, just bring it all together. And that's an awesome asset to have, and we're excited to have him. So I'm very excited about that acquisition. It was like a free agent. And of course, we also have Shay and Diane. So they're also going to be helping us with tickets right at the gate and all this shit. We have a really good team that I feel like we're starting to kind of put together here. And it's good. And of course, Tommy Tequila is involved with us.
Did you say Gino?
Gino Gotts will be there handling some shit as well, and he's going to be on commentary, as I've officially pulled myself off of commentary. So now I got to kind of find my replacement, and it's not going to be hard because I do have my eye on a couple guys. But it was just a decision that I made because I want to be more alone with you guys, because I just feel like last year I was twice removed from being around you guys and running the show, and I'm just like, it's like,
and it was a pleasurable experience for us.
Huh?
And it was a pleasurable experience for us.
Right, exactly.
We weren't getting yelled at all night.
Oh, fuck you. You think I'm going to come in there and just start yakking? You're goddamn right I am. No. Listen, I think it'll just be a better run operation if all of us have a post of sorts and make sure.
The hardest
but we
part,
can float too.
Yeah,
so
the hardest part, like you said last year, was the fact that we didn't have the headsets. So with the headsets, it makes it easier too.
This guy Kurt brings headsets for production. It's like, I know we ordered them.
They're the same exact ones.
Probably.
I looked at the photo that he has.
Oh,
it's
okay,
the
cool.
Same one.
That's great.
So that kind of makes things a little bit easier because you can kind of move around and things even with time cues, got to walk away. Still got the time.
This time there won't be any cues. It's all in ear.
Right.
We're
I already have something in my head where if I'm doing what I did last year, I won't be able to do it. A visual that I have about an entrance, and if I don't grab the camera guy and say, "Hey, come with me. This is where I want you." And I don't tell him before show because that's a possibility with everything going on.
Sure.
Then that camera angle is not going to happen. Mm-hmm. And I think we all know which one I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I just think the overlook of the it's like a shot where it's over the shoulder of the wrestler, but then you look and you see the I just think from a distance on the pier, zooming in, I think that is
it's going to be a money shot. It's going to be awesome. And of course, GPW.
But I need to be available to do that, and this guy's going to be able to help do that.
Yeah, GPW will be there on site as well.
Those guys are phenomenal.
Those guys are great. They do flawless work. And I have to give a special shout to Steve over at ACW. His team is incredible too. So it's good to know that there's teams that are all over the place. GPW literally travels the country. Steve has got that market, and he's got his own thing. Dude, this guy Kurt worked for ESPN for 22 years. 23 years, and he was like, his baby was Sports Center. Like, what? So he's definitely a value. Referees joining us for that night are, of course, Kevin Keenan, Stephen Dumang, and Chris D'Antonio. I worked with Chris over the weekend. Again, just aces, bro. The guy, there was a spot where Josh had to take him and throw him into the guardrail. He fucking sent himself into that guardrail harder than I've seen a ref do that.
He's also got presentation too.
He really does, and he looks like listen. Correct me. I'm sorry if I'm like misspeaking here, but I'm pretty sure he was a wrestler first. If not, maybe he wasn't. I don't know, but I will say that the dude's in better shape than half the independent wrestlers out there.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. And he actually talked to me a little bit off to the side, saying like, last year there was like a running thing where like he would get picked on, and eventually he wants to have like one match where he maybe is a former wrestler. I don't know, but we'll talk about that as we get closer. We talked about Real One. He's got the 4th Rope Championship. That's going to be an open challenge. Very excited about that. We have ideas cooked up and ready to go. The Battle Royal is getting full. We have a couple more spots left to fill. I will say the worst decision I made recently on a social media front is to tag your favorite wrestler or tag your wrestler that you want in, because man, oh man, how many of you
Both
dorks?
cousins will like.
Yeah, how many of you dorks went on like your
cousin.
text threads and said like, "Hey guys, they just posted this, and if my name gets brought up enough, they'll book me." Like that's so annoying, and I know that like I'm not going to call you out by name, but it just
Go look at the post.
right. Go look at the post. Like if you see a name and you're wondering as a wrestling fan, who are they talking about? You know what I mean? Like that's a thing, right? But to credit them,
You asked for it.
I did ask for it, and I spoke to one of those guys that I was like, wow. I was like, you're quite popular online. People are tagging you. And I spoke to him on Saturday. He's like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking, there's no way. But again, I digress with that. The kid's a good kid. I'm not going to say he's not. He's one of the security guards for the cage match. So it was, he's definitely a hard worker. We got something dropping tonight after we're done recording. I made up a nice little write-up and graphic for the Moff Latimer match. I feel like that's going to start gaining some significant steam as they're crossing paths now at Maple Leaf Pro, at other shows that they've been together on. So we're in for a historic night for that match in particular.
So to see Latimer get his hands on Chernoff.
I think everybody wants to see that everybody gets their hands on Chernoff at this point.
I was always
dude.
a fan of Latimer when he was Bram.
Yes,
TNA.
dude. I looked him up. Like I did my little Wikipedia thing just because, I know things about him, but I would love to know where he started. Guy started as a referee in 03. So maybe he had aspirations to be a wrestler and he thought maybe he was too small or whatever. Next thing you know, the guy looks like he's a Greek
like
god.
6'3".
He literally looks like prime Triple H in my mind.
Well, if you
got the scruff, the beard, the look, the jack, the tan, he's just a fucking awesome
If you
dude.
listen to like a lot of the things like Jake Roberts used to say, is he started out as a referee. He said that's the best way to start in the business, to learn timing and how to tell a story in the ring.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna. I would take Jake Roberts' advice over most.
Yeah.
So,
In all aspects.
right? Exactly. The aesthetics. I gotta tip my cap, and I have to give a big time special shout out on the air for Mr. Chris Payne on that commercial for the hat. It was just an awesome performance. I made a joke saying, how many takes did that take? You said 3, which is even better because I thought for sure that was going to be one of those things where you're like, hey, everybody. Fuck. Hey, God damn it.
No, he's not.
Just
He's
keep
not
going.
me. He's not me shooting it.
Right. Yeah. Tommy
Wow.
Nine.
What a hole.
Tommy 9 takes over here.
No, there was definitely a bunch of there was 2 takes before that final one, and I literally was like, "Motherfucking pussy, get it fucking right, god damn it, just go 3, 2, 1." Hey, everybody.
Were you alone doing that?
What?
Were you alone doing that?
Yeah, because my wife said, "What?"
Yeah, Chase is behind the camera. Why is Daddy screaming so much?
Michelle was on a conference call downstairs in the office, and she goes, "What was I yelling?" I was on a call, and I'm like, "Oh, that was my promo."
It was my promo. So yes, listen to Officer Payne and buy and pre-order one of our awesome beach hats that we have on sale. We're also in the beginning stages of designing a new shirt for this year. So
I'll just put it to you like this: you guys love independent wrestling. You will go out and spend $40, $50 on stuff with WWE. We're here for you guys. We're trying to do it for you guys. We can only do that with money. We're not doing it to line our pockets. Like literally everything that comes. It's been like that for the last 2 shows. Everything that comes in goes to the show for the people.
Yeah, man,
wanna
we
put
haven't
the
made a
best
fucking
show
dime.
possible.
No.
we haven't. I haven't gotten. I used the credit card by accident once, and I felt guilty. I was like,
We
oh,
didn't,
fuck.
bro. Even with the money that we made last year, we said keep it for the company, but not. And we agreed we'll take our wives out to dinner and have a nice big dinner one night.
Didn't even do that.
We didn't even do that.
Nope, didn't even
So
do that.
everything goes to the company, it goes to the fans, to production. So Support the brand. Buy the hats.
I mean-
they're $25 right now if you pre-order it. If you get it on the day of the show, which is going to be limited capacity, there's not going to be a lot available at the show. It's just what it is. We're buying what we can, and if you take your chances, you can get one there. But you got to come early, I think. So
Yeah.
they're good hats. They're quality hats. They're beach hats. They're light. They're nice. I love them.
Yeah, that's for sure. And everything Payne said, I back it up. And I think that, the hats were designed great. Thanks, Mark. Congratulations.
Congrats to Mark.
Mark Carino, brand new baby boy yesterday. Very excited about that.
Pizza.
Make sure, he also tags with
His name
his
is
brother.
Marcello Peter
That's amazing. That's a great name. It's a strong name.
because it's still Mark
Okay. I like that. With a C.
with a C.
Perfect.
My name is Stanley, spelled with a C.
What?
Samsonite. I was way off.
Couples retreat.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That is Eden West. It's like, start shooting some
So
fish.
how do you get to that side of
Do you watch Nona's by any chance?
No,
Great movie.
Great fucking feel good movie, man. When that
Wait,
was
it's
done,
a movie or a show?
No, it's a movie
on Netflix.
A Netflix movie
With Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn, and he hires a bunch of
Talia
grandmas.
Shire.
It's a true story, and they're in.
Because there's another thing I think called Known As with fucking Steve Carell, but it's a series. on
no,
Netflix.
that's 4 seasons. I'm watching that too.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Everything's a blur when you work the overnight.
That's okay so far. But Nona's was like, when that movie was over, I gave one of those like, huh. That was nice.
Surprise!
It was like a nice fucking movie.
like I was-
And I
Not-
love Vince Vaughn. So
not
I was watching all my grandmothers on the screen in one shot.
yeah, right.
Not
exactly.
to toot my client's own horn.
Go ahead.
But A Simple Favor and then A Simple Favor 2 was very good. Blake Lively?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
What's the simple favor?
the name of the movie?
It's the name of the movie.
I have one.
Jesus Christ. What
So like I
flavor?
was saying, the hats are 25 if you pre-order now, and then 30 if you decide to wait until the show.
Or 30 right now and we'll ship it to you. How about that?
How about no? How about 25 pre-order? You pick it up at the Fight Factory Beach Shop merch stand. Well, you'll have it ready at the day of the show. If you get it at the day of the show, they'll also be at the beach show. You just
Perfect. And
you're gonna
speaking of
save
Point
$5
Pleasant,
by doing it now.
At least very right now, we know that myself and Payne will be venturing down to Point Pleasant next Wednesday prior to this show. And we're going to poster to town. And we're going to talk to a bunch of businesses. And we're going to go catch up with our good friends over at Tiki Bar and maybe walk the grounds and make a sand fucking castle and just really get excited and get really jazzed up for this event because it's going to be here before we know it.
Obviously, if it's going to be 40-something fucking days.
I mean,
away
really,
next week.
seriously. This guy's like, no, next week at this time it's gonna be 40, days.
I know. It's we're here. It's here.
I'm rushing. I
Remember,
feel like it's May and we're rushing the summer.
right. Like, can summer just because I remember when I was a kid, when you hit like July 4th, you're just like, oh shit, like it's
Yeah,
already-
school's
it's already
tomorrow.
it's already on the back end. You feel like
It's over.
1,000%.
you get 2 weeks worth of vacation. Speaking of that, ready for this? My daughter, for whatever reason, because they didn't use their snow days this year, her Memorial Day weekend is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They go back Wednesday.
Why do they get a vacation?
Why do they get a
Why
fucking
don't the
vacation?
parents get a fucking vacation?
Right. Fuck. Anyway. So anyway, that's that. Yeah, so that's all we got for War on the Shore talk. Listen, buy the tickets right now. First, second, third. Our floor seats, our ringside seats. Sorry. Ringside seats are sold out. Payne hits me up. He's like, don't say floor because people are going to think it's sold out. Like
No,
the
we
whole
made
thing.
that mistake last year.
We
said-
just cut it off earlier. That's all.
No, we kept saying, get your seats now. Don't be left out on the boardwalk. In reality, there's gonna be room. We're gonna make room if there's an overflow. But ringside seats specifically, if you want to buy a chair,
Yes.
they're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Payne's gonna rent.
Bye-bye.
Payne's gonna rent pontoon boats. For
Dare
people.
we open up a fourth row? No. Fuck
Shut the fuck up. That's chair rental money. We don't got it.
No,
'cause
Payne-
one's
no,
buying
Payne's just
the
gonna-
fucking hats.
He's gonna rent
Buy a
pontoon.
hat!
He's gonna rent pontoon boats to be right on the edge.
I still got to contact a couple of my friends. Like, hey, can you do a boat buy? Just like and
Bro,
shoot off fireworks. All right.
Where'd that boat go? It's running dark.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Seriously,
Yeah.
buy the hats. Like they're nice hats.
And nobody
I'd
said.
put them up in Zoomies, Pac Sun.
All right. Well, then maybe we should make a deal with Zoomies or Pax.
Buy a hat!
All right. In case you missed this first, whatever parts of the
talking about
episode,
hats.
buy a hat. Anyway, Monday Night Raw. Let's get into some wrestling a little bit. Not a lot going on. They're heading towards Saturday night's main event.
And that's the show, folks.
And a lot of cool shit heading towards Money in the Bank.
Prayers up to Zoey Starks.
Yeah, dude, that was a brutal, brutal injury. You don't want to ever see that, specifically on live television. They got to go to commercial, get her out of the ring. Like, it's a bad angle, and I just saw it go, and I was just like,
You know what the angle reminded me of?
Very other company-esque.
No, you know,
fuck.
Sit off the top rope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, see,
she didn't snap it like that. She did. It went in the wrong way.
her leg collapsed.
Yeah.
She probably dislocated it and tore everything inside of it. ACL, MCL, PCL.
With
all the CLs.
meniscus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It sucks. It really
I
does
just wish
suck.
somebody would have said, that's not really a safe move to do a flying thrust kick sideways because your weight will take you forward. I don't understand how.
Shout out to
So Zoey Starks will never get better.
But yeah, Zoey Stark, that sucks for her. She's out for the foreseeable future, at least. 2 people qualify for the ladies' Money in the Bank, and that would be Roxanne Perez, Payne's favorite wrestler, and of course Rhea Ripley. I think no matter what, no matter who else qualifies, SmackDown, whatever, for the women's Money in the Bank, let's just go with the obvious choice this year. Let's give it to Rhea Ripley and call her Mommy in the Bank.
They're not going to get. I think they're going to give it to Roxanne.
Come on. What? How much more are they going to give her Roxanne? They gave her a contract.
I don't want. I really want to be like an adult about this.
Nice try.
No, I'm going to be serious. I give her shit all the time. She's a Booker T prodigy, whatever
She
the
can
fuck.
go. She can work.
Not saying that, but she's getting the Rey Mysterio treatment. And she is not even close to being on the level of a Rey Mysterio.
Well,
she's too small. It's not believable.
That's what they said about Ray.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
I don't.
And not for nothing. I know you said you breezed through Raw or whatever, but like
I don't.
There was a moment where Finn Balor brought her into the back for Judgment Day, and like everybody was looking at her like, fuck this. And then she presented nuggies,
chicken nuggies
for fucking for Dom Dom. Listen, I think she's got a nice little future ahead of her on Raw. I don't foresee her winning Money in the Bank. She might not be able to reach it from the top rung. So
I'm sorry,
that could be a thing.
She's 4'10". It's not believable in my eyes.
Well, anyway, that's why I said they should probably go with the obvious. Go Rhea Ripley. Let her carry that thing however she wants, whenever she wants, and it's just let's not be like, oh, let's make somebody. Nah, fuck that. You want to make somebody on the men's side. Give it to Rhea Ripley and let her just.
I don't want to sound like
the championship whenever she wants.
I don't want to sound like I haven't been paying attention, but has Rhea ever won the Money in the Bank?
No,
I don't think so. No. Right, exactly. Right now, it seems like it's the obvious. It's like she's the favorite at the betting odds or whatever. You know what I mean? Like no matter who you add, I think there's like 2 more spots left, and they probably put them on SmackDown or whatever.
Listen, she's been a phenomenal champion. She's the hands down greatest women's wrestler on the planet.
Would you put her as all right? This is going to be one of those viral.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you put Rhea Ripley right now as top 3 female wrestlers ever?
Give me the first 2.
China maybe in there along with
China I would put more as a pioneer.
Yeah, because she like did the crossover, wrestled dudes
She
a
was
bunch
the
of
first
times.
person I feel like to do
Rumble,
crossover
right?
and stuff.
Does who touches Rhea when it comes to the top of the charts for women's wrestlers ever?
I don't think it's Trish.
If Mariah May was in WWE, she would be right up there.
You're out of your mind.
You like Mariah May that much?
Yeah,
I think she's phenomenal, but you're no.
What about like even if you date
if you're talking today, like
if you go
right,
back,
if you're
there's
talking
only
today,
there's only
right
so
now,
much. What about Lita? Like
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. Who do you have before her?
I would say Trish and Lita really set the standard as far as women's wrestling in the active sense. Meaning back in the day, they're pulling hair and bra and panties and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? But like now, you have a chance for them to actually showcase their talent. And I don't think anybody sniffs Rhea Ripley.
You could
right
put
now.
Sable up there too because she gave fucking Mark Merrill a fucking
Power
bomb.
Sable bomb. Yeah,
Sable
yeah.
bomb.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but then if you really want to go down that rabbit hole, you got to look back, like
like
they
Alundra
just
Blaze and Medusa.
but they just made the movie about Mildred Burke. Like,
fair.
You know what I mean? It's tough to gauge the best.
All right, if you're going like this fucking light is like I'm like,
Don't worry about it. Just know that he's there and talk to me.
but I'm staring at the light. It's like,
Don't stare at it.
Don't go into the light, Carol Ann.
fire in the sky.
Stay away from the light. Remember the dog from something
I mean,
about Mary.
if you're talking casual wrestling fan, Rhea is easily top 3 all time. Probably right now top 1.
I think
I would put Lita above her just because of what she did when she did. She was also doing it against guys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Mariah is even close to that level yet because
Like, all right, so
I don't think
here,
the girls
let's
at
make
AEW
it
are on the
easier.
level
Let's
of
make it
WWE
easier.
girls.
Mount Rushmore. Rhea's on it. There's 4
Oh,
spots
without a
there.
doubt. Yeah,
right,
100%.
right. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
thinking. Mount Rushmore, female
That's
wrestlers
why,
ever.
some of these like
Rhea's
fucking
there.
women's Hall of Famers, I'm just kind of like, really though?
I mean, look, you know that there's some
Two were in
favors
there,
being called
two were
in,
there
and
'cause
we
were
know that.
They were Divas champions. The other one was in there. She did Divas champions.
Shit, you know
we
what?
know why they're there.
All right,
Yeah, so all right.
now
So
I was going to bring up another name. That
Victoria.
Victoria's
was
up
awesome.
there.
Jacqueline.
Do we nod Natalia? Like
I think so.
Right? I mean, she's probably one of the most technically sound women wrestlers of all time.
But name a fight.
But I'm saying
I'm
as
not
far
going
as
to
her-
refer to it as that. But
No, but
name a match that you will like.
Oh, you were about to Meltzer it.
I know.
Yeah, but name a match that you were in there. She was in there with, and you were like, wow, they really like fuck.
I don't know.
Because when she was in her prime, it was it was the Divas.
Correct. So it was a very hard thing to grasp.
And also, to fairness to them, they only got 5 to 6 minutes a match.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, if
technically.
if you're no, but I mean, like if you're looking at a female wrestler for technical, like
She's up there,
The-
right?
the
She's
Italian's
the last.
top-
She's the
top
last
notch.
last student of the dungeon. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you know
like,
what I mean?
So for longevity purposes and being able to adapt and what she just did at Bloodsport, you know, like Natty's up there. Like Natty's absolutely up there. But I really do think that not only has Rhea come in, she's come in and like a gangbuster, just came in and just like ran through the entire division.
Yeah, I don't think it's a question. Rhea 1,000% is on Mount Rushmore.
Mommy's on top.
I would put Charlotte.
Mommy's on top.
I'd put
Oh,
Charlotte. Charlotte would
Shit,
go up
yeah.
there too.
Yeah.
Why did I just omit Charlotte? I'm sorry.
Charlotte would go
because
up there
everybody
too.
else is right now.
Yeah, well, that's them. That's,
And then
that's the
I would
internet marks.
I'd probably put.
So there you go. Charlotte,
say
Rhea, Trish, and Lita. Does that make sense?
I was gonna put China, but
Man,
Trish.
don't clip this up because everybody's gonna get
They'll kill us.
fucking
They'll destroy
destroyed.
it. Because I can't believe you left Luna Vachon off.
All right, hypothetically,
There you go, there's another one.
hypothetically, gun to your head. What do you do?
Right.
I'm going China, Lita, Rhea, Charlotte. Kill me in the comments.
Sorry. Oh, it's time to rock and roll. Sorry, no Trish.
about one director? Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, it's a great little conversation. Anyway, AJ Styles, Payne's favorite wrestler, and Penta.
He is one of my favorite wrestlers.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm saying I'm just rehashing that. AJ and Penta versus Finn and JD. Great match until Gable, a.k.a. America
Cano Grande.
fucking whatever. The
Grande Americano.
Grande Starbucks. I don't know. Whatever. He hits him with the fucking, not for nothing. if we're talking realistic here. When you headbutt somebody with the steel plate in your head, right? Shouldn't that just both people just completely fuck off? Like,
It should be a double sell, but I don't think it should be a complete knockout on you.
fine, but
'Cause the
I feel
force
like
of the
I feel like
metal-
he does
the
it, and
force
then
of
he's
the
like,
metal is-
"Ow, gracias." You know what I mean? Like, it's almost as if it didn't phase him enough.
Right.
But he cost him the match. So anyway. We also see a little bit of a turn and a breakup of a tag team with Sheamus against Grayson Waller, where we had on the outside Austin Theory laughing the entire time.
Feel like the seeds are being planted.
Oh, of course.
I mean, it's been coming though.
yeah, but now
yeah,
this-
they're just watering it right now.
all right. Maybe because I'm not educated on Grayson Waller, but like I know Austin Theory, I know what he's capable of doing. I think he's fantastic. Does Grayson Waller all of a sudden Marty this thing and like completely go into obscurity, or do you think that he has a shot being himself?
What do you think?
I don't, because he was making a lot of noise in NXT.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
Like,
you know
I
what
didn't
mean?
do
He
that
had
much
the whole,
recon.
the whole Waller effect. Like they were trying to almost make him like a Roddy Piper esque
Jericho-ish.
type. Well, yeah,
Jericho-ish.
I think the tag team hurt him. Actually, with being in the tag team hurt him because he's good in the ring. He's a good singles guy. I guess that maybe they were trying to give the boost to Austin Theory.
Well, I mean, when like you go back to NXT, I was complaining about it when they were in that cage match, and when him and Braun Breaker were in that cage match in NXT, and I said they're dropping the ball and everything in this.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure shit, like 2 weeks later, they were both on Raw or whatever, but Braun went here and fucking Waller stayed where he was.
Right.
I think Waller's going to be more along the lines of like a personality. I think he needs to fall into that personality character.
He's going to wind up like maybe like a Miz with like a Grayson Waller effect, like Miz TV. have
Wrestle
great-
every now and then,
wrestle
but
good
do the
matches.
fucking- yeah.
But as far as Theory is concerned, I think the sky is the limit
well,
for
I
a
think
guy like him.
I, like we said,
Good
1,000
looking dude,
times.
fucking has
All
a
right.
personality.
That's the
like
first thing you start with.
yes.
Pause. Anyway,
Oh yeah, wrestling's not a cosmetic business. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm wrong. Anyway, holy shit. Raw
someone
ends.
tell the indies that it's a cosmetic business. Then
Yeah, well, nobody's gonna listen, brother. We got Logan Paul getting the last laugh at the end. He took a super kick earlier in the show from Jey Uso. Then at the end of the night, he KOs him, knocks him out.
Anybody feel like he missed him by like 10 feet?
Anybody else feel like, well, how the fuck did he get a bloody lip? Doing nothing? like he goes, even my wife is watching. She goes, why is his tooth bleeding? He came in and delivered a punch. And I was like, I'm not sure. And then I saw the backstage thing where he hops the guardrail. I'm waiting for this moment for like a camera, as he's into the ring. Nothing. Zero. No contact to his face. And if they're trying to sell the original super kick from the beginning of the show, bravo, because that's a 2-hour sell.
Why is he still bleeding though? Not getting.
I was about to say,
I don't know.
if he's still bleeding, he might want to go get some blood work done because that usually means cancer.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow. Throwing that out there.
Just throwing the C-bomb out there. Anyway, that's what happens at the end of Raw. And of course, we have Saturday night's main event going down this Saturday night.
I am so jazzed up that they brought back Saturday Night Main Event.
And the theme music and everything. It's just that's WrestleMania.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Try again. That's Linda McMahon's theme song. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep tapping your head. Okay. All right. So CM Punk, Sami Zayn taking on
just keep going.
Rollins Breaker in a tag team match. Who do you got coming out of that one? Anything crazy?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me because Schmucko is here doing the Saturday night's main event on a keyboard now.
What were you saying?
CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Rollins Breaker. Shut the fuck up.
Rollins Breaker.
It's not even close.
Do we get a turn?
No.
Sammy? No, nothing. They've been teasing
It's not
it.
even close. Sammy looks like he runs a bodega. It's like, what are we doing?
Cosmetic business.
What are
trying
we
to tell
doing?
You. All right.
CM Punk looks like he just finished working on his Trans Am.
CM
no
Punk's
way they have a chance.
CM Punk has a great look right now. He looks good.
He's crooked. Anyone else know Phil noticed he walks like this to the ring?
He's got a peg leg at this point. Who knows?
From what?
I have no
UFC?
fucking idea, dude. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest will finish their rivalry in a cage. That should be fun. I'm going to take McIntyre on this one. I think
They got to give it to McIntyre.
Right, you would think. Because if all this develops and then you just flip it on its ear and give it to Damian Priest, I don't think it's a smart move.
No.
That's just me as a booker. I'm just, whatever. Jey Uso, Logan Paul. No shot at any sort of title change, right? Because Gunther isn't waiting for Money in the Bank. They have done crazier stuff. So that's why
I think you would have people burn WWE headquarters to the ground if they put that belt on
is this the entrance?
Paul.
Oh, good. Here's a flame.
Yeah, but the thing about that is Paul is one of those heels though that you hate, but it's good hate.
It's very
not
good
like
hate.
I don't think people loathe.
He had a
him the way
great
that
promo in the beginning of the show with Gunther. I think it was
don't
great.
think I think people are so happy with Jay being champ right now that people would flip the fuck out if it
Bro,
went to
he
Logan
is
Paul.
printing money.
Yeah, I know. He's picking up kids and just got everybody.
I don't think we
one
talked-
word.
Did you see the kid and his sister at graduation?
Yes.
The sister turns like this. She goes,
Exactly.
and she's in the first row of graduation.
It's the most viral thing since the crotch chop. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like
My buddy and I do
everybody
it.
doing this.
My
shit.
buddy and I do it at work. I'll be in my booth and he'll just go like this, and I'm like,
Right.
You know what you have to do now, right?
What?
You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars and put you and Chase in the front row dressed in his Halloween costume next time.
No, what you gotta do
wait,
is-
hold on. Did you see Solo try and hold back his laugh when that guy was dressed up like Jacob and he was like this in the front row?
No, I did not see it. SmackDown last week.
Solo went like this. And he started smiling because there was a guy he had fucking sunglasses, the dreads, and then the fucking
wolf shirt.
Tula, whatever the fuck.
Hula Fala.
There it is, Talafula. He plays quarterback.
He's got
for
the tongue of
Dolphins.
Ialoa.
He plays quarterback for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And he literally just like this.
I did not. Shit, I gotta find that.
Bro, he's literally the first row corner of the fucking
Now, will you be Dad of the Year? I believe Jey Uso's going to be at Fanatics. I think you got it.
sold out. Tried to get the tickets like a month ago, 2
Yeah.
months ago, whatever it was. And my buddy was like, "You're not going?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna go get tickets now." He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "They're sold out." I'm like, "What?"
Oh man, that sucks. Or you know what, bro? Take him to that anyway. For him to come out and do the fucking they have the entrance there built.
How am I going to tell my son we're here to see Jay, but we're not going to see Jay?
Don't tell him you're seeing here to see Jay. Like, I'm taking you to Fanatics Fest. They got a big WWE Expo.
And then my son is too smart. He's gonna be like, why can't we meet him? And I'm like, Daddy's cheap, and he was too late.
Because Daddy sucks.
Daddy sucks.
Anyway, and then you have John Cena.
And he literally has the gear made by a WWE gear maker.
I know. WWE.
But I suck at
WWE
what?
against R-Truth. So John Cena against R-Truth will also take place.
Give him the belt. Please give him the belt.
It's a non-title.
Oh,
it is a
my
non-title.
God.
Which leads me to believe that
so he's
R-Truth
gonna
can win.
Yeah.
Which would be fantastic.
Randy's going to hit him with the RKO out of nowhere because the referee's going to be down, and then R-Truth's going to cover him.
Oh, we're still doing Randy and Orton? Randy and Cena stuff?
He's gotten the better of him every single show.
Yeah, but they had the match already.
I don't know.
You're
telling me it's over?
Nothing is over.
I think it'll be one of those moments where Cena's,
all right, so
go
ahead.
Cena's about to hit the 5-knuckle shuffle. R-Truth is out. Randy Orton comes in. Boom, hits him with the RKO. Grabs Truth, puts him on
Or
top.
does Truth do
count
the 5-knuckle shuffle after that? And then Tommy Invincible comes out and does the "You Can't Hurt Me." Cricket. Don't do it. We get canceled. Listen, it's going to be a fun Saturday night's main event. We're very excited about that. I was just going to ask something and I forgot. I'm losing my mind. So many things happening here.
Yeah, because you were risen with the tism with that last suggestion.
What was the tism with the Riz? Oh, yeah. You're a piece of shit. Anyway, you're just a piece of shit.
Why are you laughing?
Because I'm a piece of shit with you. Okay. Like, welcome to the club. We're all pieces of shit here, except for Payne. But he's probably a piece of shit too. But anyway, that should just about wrap things up.
I am a piece of shit.
For the that's another drop.
He just got really angry as he put down the phone.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, that could be bad.
I have a Super Bowl to prepare for. And I got kids pulling off of practice for fucking soccer scrimmages.
Oh, Jesus. Cut them. Put them on the bench. Fuck them. Fuck them kids. Anyway.
Fuck it, we'll go live.
Anyway, we'll do it live. Fuck it.
And
Yeah,
Brandon.
I think that's it. But
Great, my number one defender.
so just call Sauce Gardner. I'm sure he's not doing anything right now. He's just got OTAs.
Woosah. Damn the woosah.
Yeah. Who's up, motherfucker?
Y'all two need Jesus.
Yeah.
Give Roxanne Perez a call. She could pass for a 7-year-old.
Wow. All right. Go Knicks tonight.
Let's go, 8:30.
Let's go, baby. Tip off. Let's get to the fucking NBA Finals.
You gotta win at home.
Gotta win at home. They gotta protect the Garden. That's a fucking dude. You want to talk about a sight?
Yo.
Outside of Madison Square Garden is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
You know what I got offered and I couldn't do it because I have work tonight?
Security?
Some guy is bringing in his rich son. They're rich. His son is coming into the game. He spent $10,000 a ticket for ringside for courtside seats. I got asked to do security for him just to walk him from the building to the car, get in the car with him, go wherever he goes, and then make sure he just goes from the car to the building.
Can you sit next to him?
$100 an hour to do that.
Why'd you say no?
I have work.
Let's call that a work.
I'm off on Saturday. I took off for Saturday because it's Memorial Day weekend.
Dude, why don't you just call me? I would have done it. Split the money.
He goes, he's going to have $50K
Why
in
didn't you
cash
just call?
on
I
him.
would have got it for you.
Yeah.
He's going to have $50K in cash on him. And he's like, you just need to make sure he doesn't get robbed.
Oh.
And I'm
if anybody's
like-
looking for this kid, he's got $50K cash on him. And then you can support us by
He's going to
sponsoring
Rick's
the Warren
Cabaret.
Shore.
He's going to Rick's Cabaret.
Yeah.
Hustlers.
Oh, you can see, well, you could have used to be seeing Kevin Matthews.
No, he oh my God, fuck off. Let's go, Knicks.
For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne, and of course, Tommy Tequila from afar. That's it. That'll do it for another episode of Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.